In the darkest corners of Europe, tales of torture and terror linger within their walls. These aren't mere buildings, but chilling monuments to mankind's capacity for cruelty. Each holds a haunting story, steeped in a history of pain and fear. Join us on this journey if you dare as we delve into the 11 most gruesome torture museums in Europe. Our first stop, the Tower of London, a fortress with a history soaked in blood. A chilling structure that has stood for nearly 1,000 years, the tower has witnessed the darkest chapters of England's past. From political prisoners to accused witches, many have entered its gates, never to return. The tower's infamous White Tower was once the stage for gruesome tortures. The infamous rack, a device designed to dislocate every joint in the victim's body, claimed countless victims within these stone walls. The scavenger's daughter, a cruel iron hoop that compressed the body until blood spurted from every orifice, was another instrument of terror that echoed through the hallways. Today, the tower stands as a grim reminder of the past, housing an array of chilling exhibits. The line of kings, an eerie display of royal armor, is a stark reminder of the power that once resided here. The White Tower now showcases a display of torture instruments, a chilling testament to the brutality of the past. The tower also has a darker side, shrouded in spectral tales. It is said that the spirit of Anne Boleyn, beheaded by her husband King Henry VIII, still walks the tower's grounds, her ghostly figure spotted in the chapel of St. Peter ad Vincula where her body lies. The screams of the past still echo within these ancient walls. Next, we find ourselves in Germany, in the haunting halls of the Medieval Crime Museum. This place is a stark testament to the grim reality of our ancestors' conception of justice. A chilling collection of medieval torture devices lies in wait, each with a tale more gruesome than the last. Imagine, if you will, the Iron Maiden. This horrific contraption, a hollow sarcophagus lined with spikes, was designed to impale its victims slowly, ensuring a prolonged and painful end. Then there's the breaking wheel, a device that would break a person's bones one by one, leaving them to expire in excruciating agony under the open sky. But it wasn't just about physical torment. The museum also showcases instruments of psychological torture. The shame flute, for instance, was a tool of public humiliation for bad musicians, forcing them to perform in front of scornful crowds. The Schandmaske, or shame mask, was a grotesque iron mask worn by gossiping women, a cruel reminder of the social norms of the time. Among these chilling relics of the past, one can't help but reflect upon the dark side of human nature. The museum stands as a stark reminder of the grim reality of medieval justice, a world where mercy was scarce and brutality was the norm. As we leave the Medieval Crime Museum, we carry with us a new understanding of the depths to which humanity can sink in the name of justice and punishment. A chilling reminder of humanity's dark past. Our journey takes us to Italy next, to the Museum of Torture. As we delve into this chilling destination, we are immediately met with a stark reminder of humanity's dark past. This museum, nestled in the heart of Italy, houses an array of devices that speak volumes about the disturbing depths of human cruelty. Within its stone walls, one can find hundreds of torture devices. The infamous Iron Maiden, for instance, a sarcophagus laden with spikes on the inside, designed to impale its unfortunate victim while leaving vital organs untouched, prolonging the agony. Then there's the wheel, a device used to break bones and bend bodies in unimaginable ways. Picture a human body contorted and twisted, subjected to unbearable pain. But perhaps the most chilling exhibit is the Judas Cradle. This pointed pyramid was designed for slow, agonizing torture. The victim was hoisted above the device, then slowly lowered onto the sharp point. The sheer thought of such a device sends shivers down the spine. These exhibits, while gruesome, serve as a stark reminder of a time when justice was not as we know it today. They stand testament to the human capacity for cruelty and the lengths people would go to extract information or enforce obedience. A visit to the Museum of Torture is not for the faint-hearted. It's a chilling journey into the past, a stark reminder of our capacity for darkness, a testament to man's ingenuity in the pursuit of suffering. In Ireland, the Wicklow jail awaits, a place of despair and death. For over 3 centuries, this imposing institution has stood, its towering walls a symbol of the brutalities of a bygone era. The Wicklow jail, opened in 1776, was more than just a prison. It was a place of punishment, where inmates were subjected to the most inhumane conditions imaginable. Men, women and even children were confined within its cold stone walls, their crimes ranging from petty theft to political rebellion. The prison's history is a litany of suffering and despair. Prisoners were crammed into dank, dark cells, barely large enough to stand. Disease was rife, and the stench of death was a constant companion. Food was scarce, and the biting cold of the Irish winters often claimed lives. But the physical conditions were just part of the torment. The Wicklow jail was a place of psychological torment, where prisoners were systematically broken. Solitary confinement, sensory deprivation, and a constant threat of violence kept the inmates in a state of perpetual fear. The most infamous form of punishment was the treadmill, a cruel device designed to break a person's spirit. Prisoners were forced to walk on this rotating device for hours, their exhausted bodies a testament to the relentless cruelty of their captors. The Wicklow jail is a chilling reminder of a time when human life was cheap and mercy was a rare commodity. The walls of Wicklow jail are steeped in sorrow and suffering. In England, the Clink Prison Museum holds tales of terror within its stone walls. This infamous institution, nestled in the heart of London, is steeped in a history of pain and punishment spanning over 600 years. The Clink was named for the sound of the blacksmith's hammer, closing the irons around the wrists of the prisoners. This was no ordinary jail, but a hideous holding pen for the most notorious criminals of the age. Among its infamous inmates were thieves, drunkards and religious dissenters, each with their own chilling story to tell. The Clink was notorious for its deplorable living conditions and brutal punishments. Inmates languished in squalor, chained to the walls or confined in iron cages. They endured unimaginable tortures, from the rack that stretched the body to breaking point to the scavenger's daughter, a horrific device that compressed the body until blood spurted from every orifice. But the Clink was not just a place of physical torment. Its inmates were subjected to psychological torture too. The sheer anticipation of punishment often proved as agonizing as the torment itself. The sound of iron against iron, the clink, became a symbol of dread, echoing through the prison's dark corridors and into the nightmares of those unfortunate enough to be incarcerated within. The Clink Prison Museum today serves as a chilling testament to the horrors of the past. In the heart of Prague, the Museum of Medieval Torture Instruments houses a collection of horror. Here one can walk through the chilling hallways, lined with the macabre inventions of a time when justice was often as brutal as the crimes it sought to punish. At the forefront we find the infamous Iron Maiden, an upright sarcophagus lined with spikes designed to impale the victim, but not immediately kill. The psychological terror it instilled was as potent as the physical pain it inflicted. Then we come across the rack, a table-like contraption used for the gruesome task of dislocating every joint in a victim's body. The slow, excruciating pain it caused was enough to make the strongest of men beg for mercy. The Scold's Bridle, a metal mask forced onto the heads of women accused of gossip or witchcraft, is another chilling exhibit. Its interior was often studded with spikes that pierced the tongue, silencing the wearer and causing agonizing pain. Finally, we encounter the Pear of Anguish, a device inserted into the mouth, rectum or vagina of the victim and slowly expanded. The unimaginable pain it caused was a testament to the sadistic creativity of its inventors. These and countless other instruments of torment stand as a stark reminder of humanity's capacity for cruelty, a journey into the heart of mankind's darkest inventions. In Belgium, the Gravenstein, a castle with a history of horror, awaits. This formidable fortress with its stony facade belies a chilling past. The Gravenstein, or Castle of the Counts, was built in the late 12th century by Count Philip of Alsace, a man whose travels sparked a fascination with the cruel and unusual. The castle's history is steeped in the macabre. Its dank dungeons and austere towers bore witness to the darkest aspects of human nature. Here, justice was dispensed not with fairness, but with iron and pain. The castle's torture chamber was a theatre of agony, home to an array of sinister instruments. The rack, the wheel, the Iron Maiden, these were the tools of the torturer's trade, used to extract confessions or punish those deemed guilty. The prisoners of Gravenstein were subjected to unimaginable horrors. Shackled, starved and tormented, they languished in the shadowy depths, their cries echoing off the cold stone walls. The castle's grisly past is a testament to the brutality of medieval justice, a time when mercy was a scarce commodity. Today, the castle stands as a stark reminder of this gruesome past. Its walls, once resounding with the screams of the tortured, now echo with the footsteps of visitors exploring its grim history. The Gravenstein, with its chilling tales of torment, continues to captivate and horrify in equal measure. The Gravenstein, a stark reminder of the brutality of the past. In Spain, the Museum of Torture showcases the dark side of human history. Nestled in the heart of the country, this museum is a chilling testament to the depths of human cruelty. Its corridors echo with the silent screams of the past, bearing witness to the gruesome nature of punitive justice throughout the ages. The museum's collection, a harrowing array of instruments designed to inflict pain and suffering, is a stark reminder of a time when torture was considered a legitimate form of punishment. Among its most notorious exhibits is the Iron Maiden, a sarcophagus studded with sharp spikes designed to impale the victim while leaving vital organs untouched. The Judas cradle, another infamous contraption, was used to slowly impale victims, subjecting them to unimaginable torment. The Spanish tickler, a claw-like instrument, was used to rip and tear flesh, a sinister testimony to the inventiveness of human cruelty. One can't help but shudder at the sight of the head crusher, an insidious device used to slowly crush the skull. The rack, a device designed to stretch the victim's body beyond its natural limits, is a grim testament to the lengths humanity has gone in the name of punishment. As we delve deeper, we encounter the Pear of Anguish, a chilling instrument used to mutilate victims from within, causing excruciating pain and often death. The museum is a haunting reminder of the atrocities that humans are capable of inflicting upon one another, a macabre journey into the past. In Lithuania, the Museum of Genocide Victims uncovers the darkest chapter of the 20th century. Nestled in the heart of Vilnius, this chilling establishment was once the headquarters of the KGB, where countless souls were interrogated, tortured, and executed. The museum's history is steeped in sorrow and pain, a testament to the atrocities committed during the Soviet occupation. Its walls echo with the silenced voices of victims, a poignant reminder of the human capacity for cruelty. The museum holds a mirror to the past, forcing us to confront the gruesome reality of genocide. The exhibits on display are not for the faint-hearted. They include the prison cells, interrogation rooms, and an execution chamber, all preserved in their original state. The chilling authenticity of these spaces is enough to make your blood run cold. The museum also houses a collection of personal effects belonging to the victims, each item telling a story of life abruptly ended. In the basement, you'll find the haunting exhibition of the genocide resistance. Here, the bravery of those who fought against oppression is celebrated, their courage a beacon of hope in the gloom of despair. The Museum of Genocide Victims is more than just a museum. It's a testament to human resilience in the face of unimaginable adversity. It's a monument to the fallen, a tribute to the survivors, and a warning to future generations, a harrowing reminder of the horrors of recent history. In Hungary, the House of Terror holds a mirror to the atrocities of the past. This edifice, clad in a somber black exterior, is a chilling reminder of the nation's grim history under fascist and communist regimes. Within its walls, the echoes of the past reverberate. The House of Terror, once the headquarters of the dreaded secret police, was a site of unspeakable horrors. Its chambers served as the backdrop for brutal interrogations and tortures. Its basement, a labyrinth of cells, was a purgatory for those who fell out of favor with the ruling powers. Today, the museum stands as a solemn tribute to the victims of these regimes. Its exhibits, a stark tableau of the era, are a potent reminder of the human capacity for cruelty. Original artifacts, personal testimonies, and chilling photographs evoke the terror that once pervaded these halls. One particular exhibit, the Wall of Executioners, introduces visitors to the faces of the tormentors, further intensifying the grim reality of the House of Terror. A tank, an ominous symbol of the Soviet invasion, marks another haunting exhibit. The House of Terror does not just recount history, it immerses you in it, forcing you to confront the stark realities of humanity's darkest hours. It serves as a stark reminder that such horrors should never be allowed to repeat themselves. The House of Terror, a chilling testament to the darkness that once reigned. Our journey through the most gruesome torture museums in Europe draws to a close. We've traversed the chilling exhibit of the Tower of London, peered into the dark history of Germany's medieval crime museum, and delved into Italy's Museum of Torture, each offering a disturbing glimpse into human malevolence. We've walked the eerie halls of the Wicklow Jail in Ireland and the Clink Prison Museum in England, each echoing with the cries of the tortured souls. The Museum of Medieval Torture Instruments in Czech Republic, the Gravenstein in Belgium, the Museum of Torture in Spain, the Museum of Genocide, Victims in Lithuania, and the House of Terror in Hungary, each had their own tales of terror to tell. These museums serve as chilling reminders of the horrifying depths of human cruelty. Yet they also underscore the importance of remembering history, so that we may never repeat it. A dark journey into the past, reminding us of the depths of human cruelty and the importance of remembering history, so that we may never repeat it.